Hey pretty builders, this is a tutorial for the Wicked Web template, which is a collab that I did with Wednesday The Lasher. If you don't know who she is absolutely amazing. She has a crazy good aesthetic and an eye for web design. She actually does web design herself, so I contacted her to help me create a template that you guys could purchase and use on your Pretty Dash website. So this template is not available when you first sign up with Pretty Dash. It is something that is purchased, and I will put the link below so you can go ahead and check out everything that the sales page offers and decide if it's something for you. But this is going to be the tutorial for how you set it up. So after you purchase the template, you will be brought to this thank you page for the next steps and how to get everything set up. You will also be sent this to your email, so if you don't get to this page or you click out of it before anything, it will be sent to your email and you can get all of the links and everything that I go through today from there. So upon purchase, the first thing you're going to want to do is download the template by clicking this link right here, and it will bring you through the steps of choosing the template and signing up for Pretty Dash. Now, Pretty Dash has a 14-day free trial, so you could go ahead and try this out and get everything set up before you even start a plan and make your site live. So when you click this link, use the template, it will bring you through all the steps of setting up your Pretty Dash site, and then we will get started. So go ahead and click this link and get signed up, and then we will go through how to set up this template. So before we get into setting up each page of this template, I just want to quickly talk about the settings. I will link below the full settings video on how to do all of the settings and the global settings as far as global styling for color and fonts and all of that. But if you want to use what's already here, then it's ready to go and you don't need to change any of that. But here are the website settings, and this is just a few different things. You know, you can change the favicon, which is this little icon. You can have a social sharing image, which displays on social networks, and if you were to text someone the link to your website, this is the image that would show. You can change the title, which just changes the title up here on the internet and on browsers. You can add your own custom domain. You can use just the subdomain that's already here and change it to whatever you want. You can change your language, time, all of that, but we won't go through all of that. And like I said, I will link that below. So if you want to go through the global styling and all of that, I will have the video below for that for you. And also, before we get into setting up the actual website template, I just want to talk about a few things. As you can see on the thank you page here, there are a few Canva files for each of the pages, because on some of the pages there are different images that are created on Canva that you want to edit for yourself, such as this one. This is an image, so this is on Canva and you could put your photo inside of here. So you want to go through and download all of these images and use these templates. So for example, if we were to click on home and we would go bring that on Canva, click use template, it would allow you to edit this template now. So you could delete this photo and drag in your own. So let's say we're going to drag in some random photo here. Now you have your photo here and you can download this and add it into your site. And I'll show you how to add photos and everything in a second. But just make sure that you go to this section, get all of the templates onto your Canva so that way you can use them later on throughout the pages. Okay, now that you've gotten the Canva templates downloaded, you've got your template started and your Pretty Dash trial started, let's go ahead and kind of go through each of these pages and I'll show you how to change things and make it your own. So first we're starting on the home page. This is just the home page about your studio, salon, or if you're a solo provider, it's about you and your services. So as you can see here, here's the title. These fonts are already downloaded here into your font section in your global styling, but if you want to change the fonts, you can always click add fonts, change them, or you could upload your custom font. So this actually is a custom font that we uploaded called Nectarine, and you can download that somewhere as well. Or if you want to use your own, you can always just upload a custom font, put the file in here, and you can use it as your font throughout your pages. So if you want to change the name of this, you could always just go through here and put, something like Steven Salon, whatever you want to do for that. You could change this text here to whatever you want it to say. It could be an elevator pitch, whatever you want it to be. You can change the color of it, you can change the size, you can center it, you can do all kinds of different things here with the editor. Here's a button, so we'll go through the links at the end, but you can style the button by just clicking edit styling. You can change the colors, you can change the text, you can change the size, you can change the hover, and all of that. So whatever you want it to be. Here's just a photo. If you want to change out a photo, all you do is click on the photo, click edit image, upload yours into here, and then you can change it. You can stretch it if you need it a little bigger. You can add a shadow to it. You can add a caption to your photo. Now for these little cloud things here, that is going to be in the block settings. So this is a section which we call a block. So when you click on the block settings, you can add a shape divider. That's all this is. So we added a shape divider here. We put it as the clouds one, but you can choose other shape dividers like grunge or brush or whatever you want it to look like. But we decided to use clouds for this. You can have a different color for it. You can get rid of it completely and just uncheck that and not even have it at all. And like I said here, this is a Canva image. So you're going to want to go into your Canva, change the image out, and then just re-upload it here by clicking edit image and re-uploading it into here and make it your own. Again, you can change the text here, change the fonts if you want. You can add more images, do whatever you want. It's your template. But if you want to make it easy, just change everything out and it's ready to go. You can change the text here. And these are actually images, so they will show up in the Canva templates for the home page. So you can change the names here. So if you're not doing lashes and you're doing hair, you could always change the names here and then just re-upload them again. And again, change the text, edit the buttons. And again, I will go over the links at the end for the buttons so I can show you that separately. Right now, we just kind of want to change the look of everything. And if you want to change the background of each section, you just click again the block settings and you choose the background color. And you can change other little things. You can add a video background to your sections. You can add a gradient. You can add an overlay over the image, whatever you want to do. You could get rid of the divider. And again, this right here is just an image and we used it as the image for the block background. So when you click block settings, you can see it right here. So just go ahead and go into your Canva on the home page template and enter your information in there and then re-upload it into the block. Again, we used some clouds for the shape divider, but you can get rid of that if you want, if you're not loving it. And this right here is also an image that is in your Canva templates that you can go through and change according to you. And you can just edit it by clicking edit image, re-uploading again. Same thing here. This is also an image that's on the homepage template on Canva. So go ahead and change it to whatever you want it to say, or you could just leave it how it is. It works for every business. Again, you can edit the button. And then here is the footer. So anything below where it says footer here is going to show up on every single page. So make sure if you're adding new sections or anything, don't put it in this footer section if you don't want it to show on every page. So with the footer, it's just essentially another section, another block. So we just added an image in the background. We added a little overlay to kind of make it shadowed a tiny bit. We added in a subscribe element, which is just a form. So if you want to use the built-in email marketing on Pretty Dash, you could make it set here in the settings that you connect it to email marketing. So when someone fills out that subscribe area, you can add them to a specific list. And I will also link below everything about how to use the email on Pretty Dash, so we don't really need to go into that right now. But essentially it's just a form that when someone fills it out, it adds them to a certain email list so you can send them emails and get them on your newsletter or however you want to do your email marketing. And here we just added some social icons so you could edit these and add in your information. You could change the styling of it, the colors and everything. You can add your salon address here, and these are just icons, so you could always change the icon to whatever icon you want. And same thing for these two things, your email, your phone, change your phone number and everything here. And if you wanted to actually link this, you could just copy the number, go to the link and go to phone and add it into here, and it would be your phone number. So when someone clicks on it, it will automatically go to call them. And this is just a logo, just an image. So you would put your logo here, click on image, edit image, and put your logo there. Okay, so that's the home page. Let's move on to the next page, which is the location page. So same thing here, you're gonna understand how to do this by the end of it, but I'll keep going through each page just to help you out. So here you can change the text again, change the size of it, change the color, whatever you want. Again, here is a photo that we used on Canva. So you wanna go to the template, download the template for Canva for studio, and this image will be in here and you can change out the photo for what your studio looks like. Same thing here, photo on Canva, change out what you want and then re-upload it into here and it will be how you like it. Text, change the text here. You can put your hours here. So this is just a text widget as well, and you can access more widgets from here. So this is just a text widget here. So if you want to add more widgets like a accordion in some places or buttons or videos, whatever, you can just drag them into where you want them. And if you need more help, there are plenty of YouTube tutorials on how to use different widgets and add videos and all kinds of things. But today we're just going through how to set up this specific template, but I will have everything linked and ready for you. So here, these are just 4 different images that show up in your studio template on Canva, so you can change these pictures out. If you want to delete this block, you don't want it, you just click delete. And again, here's the shape dividers. We used a shape divider on this section to show this top one here, and we used a shape divider on this section to show this bottom one here. Now this section is kind of a contact area, so you can add a map widget, which is in the widget section here, and when you click edit, you can add your address here and it will show up on the map. This is just a text area, and this is actually an image, so this will also be in your Canva area. You can edit it and re-upload it. You can put more info about your salon here, so just change the text. You can put more info here, so just change the text. And again, we've already done the footer, so you wouldn't have to worry about editing that on this page. Okay, so we finished the studio page. Let's go ahead and head to the next page, which is the team page. Same thing here, this block has a background image, so you would change this image out if you wanted to. We added an overlay to this as well. You can change the text here for whatever you want it to say. This is another image that is going to be on the team Canva template. So go ahead and download that, and you can change out your images here for each of the providers, change the text, change how the buttons look. And remember, I will go over how to change links and everything in buttons at the end just to make it easy. So let's just go ahead and change out all this information, and you will be good to go. The footer is already done, so don't worry about that. Now that we've edited the team page, let's go ahead and go to the next page, which is the services page. Make sure you go to services, download that Canva template, and you will have all the images that show up here that are needed to be changed. Some of the images, like these ones, are not in the Canva, but they're already on your template, so if you wanted to keep them, you totally could, but you might want to change them out with your images so it's more catered to you and your clients. So again, this block is just an image with an overlay. You can change the text here, change the text here, change the text here. This is an image, so this is something that comes on the Canva templates for this page. So you would just edit it, put your pictures in here, change the names. If you're a different kind of business than Lashes, you know, you do brows, you could have the different kind of brows here and their prices and change it to you and then re-upload it. Same thing here, change the text, change the text. This is just a button. We just used it as a button. It's not necessarily going anywhere. You can link it, but we just made it so that it just looks cute and rounded. And again, here is just an image that's in your Canva template. So go ahead and make sure you downloaded those and change those out and re-upload them. Same thing here. And then that's pretty much it for this page. So let's move on to the next page, which is the policies page. Change the block, change your picture, we have an overlay, and we have a shape divider at the bottom. You can change the text here that's more catered to your clients. You can add in your different cancellation policies, tardy policies, clean lashes, children refunds, whatever policies you have, you can put them on this page. Just change out the text and you're good to go. The footer's already done, so let's move on to the next page. Now this page doesn't have any Canva templates because there are no images that need to be changed. As I said, this is an image that we're using and it's not in Canva, but it's on here if you want to keep it, but I still recommend that you change it. So we'll head to the next page, which is the contact page, and this one does have some Canva templates that you need to download. So here we just have a contact us. You can change the text here. This is an image that we used and is in your Canva. So if you want to keep this, you can just leave this here actually. But if you want to go into Canva and maybe pick a different image and then re-upload it, you can totally do that as well. We have the shape divider that we put on this one to be at the bottom here, so it goes on to this next one. You could change out your image here, and this is in Canva because it's in a circle, so you'll see the circle on Canva and you can put in your image there so it still has that same look, and then you just re-upload it. Here is just an icon section, which is in your widgets, just an icon section, so you can have a little icon here that you can edit and change to whatever you want, and you can style how you want it, the icon section to look. You could have description underneath it if you wanted to, but you don't necessarily have to. Again, more shape dividers. And then this let's chat area is just a form. You can get the form from your widgets here and you can put it into here. So whenever someone submits a form on your site, it will actually go into this contacts area, which is your CRM, and it will show up in the messages area here. And you can also have it go so that it goes to your email list. So if you wanted a specific email list that said, hey, someone contacted me, you could just go to edit settings, connect to email marketing, and put a list in here. So let's say maybe we add contact. And now whenever someone submits this form, it will go to your contact specific list, and then you can email just those people. And you can edit how this looks. This is just a text area, so you can edit the text, and you can edit how the form looks throughout the labels and fields editing part here. Change the text here, and that's pretty much it. The footer is already done. So we'll go ahead and go to the last page, which is the FAQ page, frequently asked questions. This is just a block with an image and an overlay. You can change the text. And then these little question and answer boxes, these are actually images, so they will be in your Canva template for the FAQ. So go ahead and go there, and you can change, the colors, you could change the fonts to suit your needs, and then re-upload them here as images. And you can change, of course, the text on this to suit your needs and the questions that you get. But if you wanted to use these as a template, you could always just change the answer part. And these little squiggly lines here are actually images that are on Canva. So you could go in there and change them to maybe a different look that you want, and then re-upload them. Or you could also drag in a separator section, which just adds a little separator here, and you could make it your own however you want. If you didn't maybe want the squiggly line, you just want the straight line, you could always just do that instead of having to use an image. So that's pretty much it for that page. Now that we've gone through and edited all of the pages, I just want to quickly show you how you can add links to your buttons and links in general. So let's say you want to link your booking app to this button. You would go ahead and click on the button, click the little link icon here, and then there's several different kinds of links you can add. You can add just a link to another page on your website. You can link to your store if you have a store, and then external link is where we would put, your Square booking or whatever booking app you're using here. You could link it into here, and that way when they click book now, it will bring them to your booking app. You could also add files to buttons. So if you wanted, if you were selling an ebook or you just wanted them to download an ebook or download some sort of file, you could put the file in here, and whenever they click on the button, it will download the file automatically. You can have it linked to a pop-up, and you can create pop-ups here in the pop-up section, and I will actually link below the pop-up video so that way you know how to do pop-ups. And you can add email and phone as well. So if you put your email or phone in this button, when they click on it, it will automatically email them or automatically pull up to call them. And you can do the same thing with links for just on text. So if we were to highlight this text and we wanted to link it, you could add links the same way there. So go ahead and go through and link all of your buttons to where you want them to go. If you want these buttons to go to the services page, you would just go into here, click edit link, and click services, and it would bring them to your services page. All right, so we've pretty much got your template all set up. Now the last thing I like to do, the absolute last thing, do not worry about this until you've completely edited everything, is to edit for mobile and iPad view. So I'm actually going to link a video below because it is somewhat a little bit more advanced to edit for mobile, because we do it a little bit different on Pretty Dash. Instead of just having the mobile be just there, so on Pretty Dash, you can actually go in and, it automatically already looks good. I already made it so it's going to look good for you. But if there's something that looks weird for you, if you add a new section and you want to change how it looks, on Pretty Dash, you actually make a mobile only section so that way you can edit it for mobile only. So that way it's not the same as on other web builders. Other web builders, you kind of build it on desktop, and then when you go and edit it on mobile, it might mess it up on desktop. So we do it separately, so that way it's essentially their own sections, so that way it looks good on desktop and it looks good on mobile. But like I said, I will link that below so you can learn how to edit for mobile. But it's already edited for mobile and looks great. But if there's other sections you added or something that you want to change, you can always go ahead and watch that video to learn how to do it correctly. So once you're finished with editing your template, you've done the mobile, you've downloaded all your Canva files, you want to make your site live. And the way to do that is just head up here into your dashboard, click dashboard, and then click billing, and you can choose, we want to make it live. So to make it live, you're just going to go over here to dashboard, click manage billing, and you can choose a plan that you want for Pretty Dashboard, and your site will be completely live. So make sure the first thing you do is do the settings, do the template, choose your domain. If you're just going to use, stevenssalon.prettydash.co, that's totally fine. But if you have a custom domain that you want to use, you can go ahead and upload that. And I will leave a link below that will show you how to do the domain setup and all of that. Change your links, and then edit it for mobile, and then go ahead and make it live, and you're ready to go. And you can start sending people the link to your amazingly cool Wicked Web template. Now, there is one more thing I wanted to talk about, which is your brochure. So Wednesday actually created a brochure that you can use on Canva and edit it to your heart's content and have printed out and have it in your salon. So I'll just quickly show you the brochure real quick. It's super cute. So this is the brochure she created. You can edit the images, change it out for yourself, and then have it printed through Canva, or just print it from your computer, or however you want to print it. And then you will have a cool little brochure for your salon, and it matches, your website, which is pretty cool. And if you need more help at all, if you're struggling even with the tutorial video, you just don't feel like you're understanding how to use Pretty Dash, just make sure you go and watch a bunch of the other videos. We have plenty of videos on YouTube on how to edit your website. It may not be this exact template, but there are a bunch of tutorials that will probably answer most of the questions you have. But if you do need more help, do not hesitate to reach out to me or Wednesday at hello@prettydash.co, and we will get right back to you with some help. If you need to book some sort of Zoom call with me, you can totally do that, and I will kind of walk through this with you live on Zoom, so that way we can get this all set up for you and you can get your site live. So don't feel like you don't have support. We are here to support you. Again, just reach out to me or Wednesday at hello@prettydash.co, or you can follow Wednesday on Instagram at Wednesday The Lasher, or you can follow Pretty Dash on Instagram at Pretty Dashboard, and you can also DM both of us, and we will get back to you with the help that you need. If you want to use this template, if you haven't purchased this template and you're just watching this on YouTube, you can go ahead and go to the link below. I've linked the template below, and you can get started. And like I said, Pretty Dashboard is a completely free web builder to try for 14 days. You do not have to enter your credit card info or anything like that, just your name and email, and you can get started building for 14 days. You can try out this template and see how you like it and go from there. All right, pretty builders, until next time.